Welcome to Trade Pro. In this video, we will find out, is the engulfing candlestick pattern any good? Can you actually make any money trading the engulfing candlestick pattern? So I'm going to test it 200 times, 100 on the daily time frame and 100 on the 5-minute time frame. That way we can see, is it actually profitable? Is it any good? Will you make any money? And what time frame should you be trading it on? Obviously, this isn't enough testing to actually make a firm conclusion, but it will be interesting and entertaining. So don't get mad if you think that this isn't a good video or that I should have tested it 10,000 times. It's just for entertainment and just to kind of cure our curiosity here. So let's get into it. All right, so this is how I'm going to do the testing. I'm using an engulfing candlestick pattern indicator. So you can see these little arrows below and above the candles indicating engulfing patterns. And if we go over to the indicators, I'll show you which one I'm actually using by R. Munoz. So this is how I'm going to be doing it. Whenever there's an engulfing pattern indication, I will place the stop just below the candle and target 1 times the risk. So we're simply seeing, is the engulfing pattern actually putting the odds in our favor? And I'm going to do the exact same thing on the 5-minute time frame 100 times as well. And it's as simple as that. So it doesn't really need too much more explanation. I'll run through all the testing on fast forward here and go over all the results at the end. The results are in after the 200 tests, so let's go over them. On the left, we have the daily time frame results with 46 winners and 54 losses. The most losses in a row was 7, and the most wins in a row was 6. And the gain on the account, negative 8%. Not looking very good for the engulfing pattern thus far. On the right, we have the 5-minute test results with 52 winners and 48 losses. The most losses in a row was 8, and the most wins in a row was 7. The gain on the account, 4%. Also not doing very well. So I think the thing to take away from this is that candlestick patterns really don't mean a whole lot. If you actually go in and test each type of candlestick pattern, you will see that the results aren't all that great. They barely put the odds in your favor, especially when you're doing it all by itself. You do need to combine them with other factors if you want to get some decent results from candlestick patterns. And I think a big misconception is for brand new traders, they first learn about candlestick patterns because it's just a huge thing in the trading industry, and it's one of the first things that any trader will learn about if they start looking into strategies and different things about learning to trade. And they might put too much weight on a candlestick pattern, such as the engulfing or shooting star or whatever it might be. But just keep in mind, especially if you're a newbie, that candlestick patterns barely put the odds in your favor, and you do need to actually combine them with other things if you want to see any sort of decent result out of it. Okay? So just because a candlestick pattern that someone told you is highly profitable, you see it, doesn't mean that you're actually going to be profitable if you keep taking trades with that pattern over and over again. So it's not that much better than just choosing any random candle, even without a candlestick pattern, to enter your trade on. Okay? So pretty interesting results there. Obviously, it's only 100 tests on each one. We can't say if the 5-minute is better than the daily just because of this test. And every set of price data is going to give you a different set of results. So if I test the daily 1,000 times and the 5-minute 1,000 times, then we'll probably get a better picture if there's any difference between the two. We also need to keep in mind that with the 5-minute, you're going to have the spreads and the fees, which become a bigger issue. So I don't think that there's pretty much any difference with 5-minute versus daily with engulfing candlestick patterns, other than how you're going to get eaten up by spreads and fees on the 5-minute time frame if you're doing something like what I have shown here. Okay, so those are the results. Kind of interesting, and really goes to show that the candlestick patterns really don't mean much. They're not going to help you all that much, so make sure that you're combining them with other things and not giving them too much weight. If you see a candlestick pattern, it really doesn't mean all that much, okay? So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching.